What up, nation? Oh, my goodness. Drew Jacobs has done it again. He has taken one of the most unapologetic patriotic songs ever recorded, plugged it into a wall of amplifiers, cranked it up past 11, and somehow made it hit harder. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Rig Radio, where we try to help great music and the creators making it reach a bigger audience. I'm DMS, and today we're checking out Drew Jacobs' brand new rock version of Toby Keith's classic, courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. And let me tell you right now, this song does not go gently. This song does not gently wave an American flag. It plants that sucker directly through the stage.
How many Americans do we have in here tonight?
KDMS 121.4, America's Bloodline.
Put a boot in your ass, it's the American way.
Rig Radio.
This is a brand new release from Drew Jacobs, and it continues something that he has become very good at, taking powerful country songs and rebuilding them into a full-blown rock anthem. But this one comes with a little more weight than your average cover. Why? Because this is Toby Keith's most recognizable song. It's loud, emotional, controversial, and deeply connected to a specific moment in American history. So, Drew had a tough job here. He had to make this song his own without losing the attitude, heart, and meaning that made the original powerful. For anyone discovering him for the first time, Drew Jacobs is a Michigan-based singer, songwriter, and producer who lives right in the intersection of modern country and hard rock. Drew's built a large following through both original music and rock reimagining of well-known songs. His style combines country storytelling with heavy guitars, massive drums, gritty vocals, and cinematic production. And the important part is that Drew usually doesn't just make a song louder. He finds the emotion already exists in the original and then just builds a bigger engine around it. That is why his covers often feel less like remakes and more like complete renovations. Drew has already released rock versions of songs like Whiskey Lullaby and God's Country, The Thunder Rolls, and What Hurts the Most. But when Drew steps into patriotic music, there seems to be a little something extra behind it. See, in 2022, he teamed up with Coffee Anderson for a rock version of Mr. Red, White, and Blue, the song that honors the men and women who leave their homes and families behind to serve their country. Drew and Coffee took this emotion of the original and turned it into a huge cinematic rock anthem. And he wasn't done, because then in 2024, Drew recorded a rock version of God Bless the U.S.A. with Lee Greenwood himself, the legend. That collaboration celebrated the song's 40th anniversary and introduced one of America's most recognized patriotic songs to a new rock audience. And trust me, when the original artist trusts you enough to stand beside you and re-record his biggest song, well, that says a lot. Drew has proven that he knows how to handle iconic patriotic music with both power and respect. And now he's stepped into the music world of Toby Keith. Now a little bit about the song. Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue, was written following the September terrorist attacks on New York City and America itself. It captured the anger, pain, pride, and determination that many Americans were feeling during that time. Toby Keith initially performed that song in front of the members of the United States military. He hesitated to release it commercially because of how direct and aggressive the lyrics were. But the response from the troops were so strong that he eventually recorded it and released it in 2002. The song went on to become a #1 country hit and one of the most recognizable patriotic songs of its generation. It was bold, it was controversial, and it didn't ask for permission. The song said exactly what Toby Keith wanted to say, and he never apologized for it. Toby was born in Clinton, Oklahoma in 1961. Before becoming country music superstar, he worked in the Oklahoma oil fields and played semi-professional football. His breakthrough came in 1993 with a song called Should Have Been a Cowboy, which became the beginning of an incredible career for Toby. Toby went on to earn 20 #1 country hits and became known for songs that were funny, emotional, rebellious, and, well, completely honest. His catalog included songs like How Do You Like Me Now?, I Love This Bar, Beer for My Horses, As good as I once was, an American soldier. But courtesy of the red, white, and blue was especially personal. You see, Toby wrote it not only in the response to September 11th, but also following the death of his father, Herbert, who was an Army veteran. Toby also spent years traveling overseas and performing for American service members. And sadly, we lost Toby Keith way too early on February 5th, 2024, at the age of 62 after battling stomach cancer. But see, artists like Toby never completely leave us. They leave behind their songs and their legacies. And every time another artist respectfully introduces one of those songs to a new generation, that legacy keeps moving forward. So let's see what Drew did and how he did on this one. This is Drew Jacobs with his rock version of Toby Keith's, courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue, The Angry American. Let's crank it up.
American girls, American guys, we'll always stand up and salute, we'll always recognize when we see old glory flying. But there's a lot of men dead, so we can sleep in peace at night when we lay down our head. My daddy served in the army, where he lost his right eye, but he flew a flag out in our yard till the day that he died. He wanted my mother, my brother, my sister and me to grow up and live happy in the land of the free. Now this nation that I love is falling under attack. A mighty sucker punch came flying in from somewhere in the back. Soon as we could see clearly through our big black eye, man, we lit up your world like the 4th of July. Hey, Uncle Sam, put your name at the top of his list, and the Statue of Liberty started shaking her fist, and the eagle will fly, and it's gonna be hell when you hear Mother Freedom start ringing her bell, and it'll feel like the whole wide world is raining down on you. I'm brought to you courtesy of the red, white, and blue. Justice will be served and the battle will rage. This big dog will fight when you rattle his cage. You'll be sorry that you messed with the U.S. of A. 'Cause we'll put a boot in your ass, it's the American way. Hey, Uncle Sam, put your name at the top of his list, and the Statue of Liberty started shaking her fist, and the eagle will fly, and it's gonna be hell when you hear Mother Freedom start ringing her bell, and it'll feel like the whole wide world is raining down on you. I'm brought to you courtesy of the red, white, and blue. Of the red, white, and blue. Of my red, white, and
Yeah. Well, Drew absolutely nails it. First thing that stood out to me was that he didn't try to imitate Toby Keith. And in my opinion, that was the right decision. Nobody needs another Toby Keith impersonation. Drew brought his voice, his own style, and his own energy while respecting what made the original song so powerful. The guitars were massive, the drums hit like artillery. But Drew's voice has exactly the kind of grit and aggression that this song needed. The original already had plenty of attitude, but this version sounds like it took that attitude, put it in its backpack, and climbed into a tank. What I really appreciate is that Drew did not soften that song. He didn't clean it up. He didn't try to turn it into some safe, lifeless remake. He took the anger, the pride, the emotion of the original and translated into a modern hard rock song. And that is the balancing act with a song this iconic. You have to make it your own, but you also have to respect what the song means to so many people who grew up with it. And in my opinion, Drew pulled that off. This did not feel like somebody trying to replace Toby Keith. It felt like a salute to a legend. And in my opinion, Drew knocked this one right out of the park. And now that you have my opinion, I want to know what you think. Did Drew Jacobs do justice to Toby Keith's original? And out of Drew's Patriotic releases, which one hits you the hardest? Is it Mr. Red, White, and Blue, God Bless the USA, or this one, The Angry American? Drop your answers in the comments. Make sure you also do me a favor and go support Drew Jacobs directly on his account, linked down in the bio. And while you're there, why not? Hit the like button, subscribe to Rig Radio, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss the next reaction. In closing, Drew Jacobs has already proven that he knows how to turn a country classic into a rock anthem. But with this release, he wasn't just covering another famous song. He was stepping into part of Toby Keith's legacy. And he handled it with power, respect, and enough distortion to make a bald eagle grow a second pair of wings. So rest in peace, Toby. Your music is still loud. Your message is still being heard. And your legacy will always live on. And thanks to artists like Drew Jacobs, the Angry American is still raising hell. I'm DMS. This is Rig Radio, reminding you never turn your back on good music. We'll catch you in the next vid.